Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to Global Happiness Today TV. A lot of drama is surrounding the visit of Senator Kalu. What he said, what he did not say, what he allegedly said, and what he never said has been brewing. Don't forget, when it comes to the issue of Nnamdi Kanu, the supporters are actually diehard ones, as in they put everything to it. And for posterity's sake, for clarity's sake, and for future reference sake, the chief whip, the Senate whip, and the former Abia State governor have decided to clear the air. A lot of allegations are being said, and some of the alleged messages which he's trying to clear the air over. But before we do so, if you have not done so already, by clicking on the red subscribe button beside it, you see a bell notification icon. Please go ahead, click on it to get notified as soon as we update our channel on YouTube. A quote: "I will make sure Nnamdi Kanu spend the rest of his life in prison. Since we reviewed our discussion to Ejiofor," begins a message posted on Facebook in December 2021, supposedly quoting the Nigerian Senator Kalu. Well, Nnamdi Kanu is the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra IPOB, a movement demanding Southeast Nigeria's independence from the country, a region separatists call the Biafran Republic. Senator Kalu is a former governor of Abia State in Southeast Nigeria. In November, he visited the IPOB leader at in December, he visited the IPOB leader at a DSS, that's Department of State Services DSS detention facility in Abuja, the company of Kanu's chief counsel, Ifeanyi Ejiofor. Kanu has been in DSS custody since June, when he was arrested abroad and returned to Nigeria to face treason charges. His trial continues and he is yet to be sentenced. Well, the Facebook message claims Kalu told journalists in Abuja that he would punish Kanu for revealing details of their discussion during the visit with Ejiofor. Quotes now: "So when I met Nnamdi Kanu, I asked him why he didn't stay back when the soldiers came, because it was after that failed attempt that made the federal government to start holding me on the neck." It quotes him as saying, "They gave me money to stop the agitation, but how Nnamdi Kanu escaped is still a surprise to us. This discussion was between me and him, but he had the guts to reveal it to his lawyer. He will remain there forever for this thing he did." But did Kalu really say all of this to journalists in Nigeria's capital? No credible media reports Kalu's visit to Kanu at the DSS detention facility. The protests by Ejiofor and Kalu's response to the protests have all been widely reported by the Nigerian media. But there has been no media reports that the senator threatened to ensure the IPOB leader spends the rest of his life in prison. If Kalu had said this to journalists in Abuja, it would have been published and broadcast by mainstream media in minutes. And the senator's Facebook page, on which he announced his visit to Kanu, had no such threat. We have found no evidence to support such a claim, which means that was a heresy. It was an alleged statement which he never made. All right, and that's why you see the senator trying to clear the air. He never said he was going to ensure that Nnamdi Kanu spends the rest of his days in prison. He never said so. The visit he made to Nnamdi Kanu, Nnamdi Kanu have the guts to reveal it to his lawyer and all that. He never said that. And if he did, like the Observer rightly said, mainstream media would have carried it immediately. Well, the only thing I remembered, and if you check our feed, we actually carried it, where he said that they had an Umonna meeting, which means a meeting of the kindred, that he visited his brother and friend, judging the fact that he was his governor, and also he is the senator, although not his constituency, but he's the senator also in Abia State. And he said, like a brother, though they are brothers but having different ideology, but he said he will not stop counseling him, because the ideologies are different, because he's still a brother as Umone concerned. And now, from nowhere, there's this facetious statement that he said he was going to punish Nnamdi Kanu. Yes, he did say that they had a maddening crowd, and I know public case of contextual meaning interpretation. He didn't mean that the crowd is mad. What he meant was the crowd is mammon, is massive. These are guys who are ready to give it all for him. And in a way, he was trying to give some sort of credit to the fact that Nnamdi Kanu had such a crowd. Okay, but if he made such, even a man of that magnitude, a man of that caliber, a man of that political stand, will be very careful with his words, and those words don't look like some words that will likely come out from a sitting senator who knows the repercussions of some allegations or some words credited to him. So if you check well, those words, I think it's fabricated. It's someone who just wanted to create unnecessary attention or due tension between Ojuzo Kalu and Nnamdi Kanu and the followers. Although Fanny Jofo had called him out for, allegedly going ahead of him visiting the DSS, even though they were supposed to go in together. But other than that, I don't think there was any place where he threatened that Nnamdi Kanu will rot in detention for the rest of his life. There was no such statement. Please, if you have ever heard that, please, if it's credited to Ojuzo Kalu, he didn't say it. And no credible media carried it. So it could just be fabricated just to bring on unnecessary tension. And these are things we should, be looking out for. But of course, Nigerians have decided to react to this because it's quite an allegation so strong. This one here is saying, which Oji? Oji is the strongest tree, biggest and most honored in any forest. And Oji Uzo has replicated nothing that his enemies will always nothing that his enemies will always fail, fall and collapse. This one here says, which was is it the one that left Aba and Abia state in ruins? This is serious. This one here is saying Gwara Kwo. I don't know what that means. This one here is saying Oge Zuegu. Oge Zuewu. I don't know what it also means. Oge Zuewu as in, I don't know. Sorry, if you understand what Oge Zuewu means, please enlighten us in our community section. But I think it's an Igbo word or Igbo phrase. I don't know what it means. This one here is saying, this is the work of those who hate Kalu as big challenger to their master Tinubu. That's why he's going around with fake news to spoil Kalu's name. This is another one. Allegations here and there. How founded is it? Ojuzo Kalu is trying to clear the air that he never said such to his kindred and to his brother. Come on, there's some things we should actually have an idea of. Even if somebody's to even say that, it won't be made in public. And I don't even see him do that. Why visit him if you know he's going to say that? So please, let's not heighten the tension that is already very high. Ojuzo Kalu never said that. He never said that. These are probably propaganda trying to tense the already tense Southeast. I guess that's where we're going to wrap it up. Let's meet in our comment section. What's your take? I feel this is definitely not him that said such. Maybe just some enemies trying to play hanky panky amongst